For hours, Esperanza watched the land pass in front of her. Everything seemed to remind her of what she had left behind. The nopales reminded her of Abuelita, who loved to eat the prickly pear cactus sliced and soaked in vinegar and oil. The dogs from small villages that barked and ran after the train reminded her of Marisol, whose dog, Captain, chased after trains the same way. And every time Esperanza saw a shrine decorated with crosses, flowers, and miniature statues of saints next to the rails, she couldn't help but wonder if it had been someone's father who had died on the tracks, and if somewhere there was another girl who missed him too. Esperanza opened her valise to check on the doll, lifting it out, straightening her clothes. The barefoot peasant girl ran over. "Mona?" she said as she reached up to touch the doll. Esperanza quickly jerked it away and put it back in the valise, covering it with the old clothes. "Mona, Mona," the little girl said, running back to her mother as she began to cry. Mama and Hortensia both stopped their needles and stared at Esperanza. Mama looked across at the girl's mother. "I am sorry for my daughter's bad manners." Esperanza looked at Mama in surprise. Why was she apologizing to these people? She and Mama shouldn't even be sitting in this car. Hortensia looked from one to the other and excused herself. "I think I will find Alfonso and Miguel and see if they bought tortillas at the station." Mama looked at Esperanza. "I don't think it would have hurt to let her hold it for a few moments." "Mama, she is poor and dirty," said Esperanza, but Mama interrupted. "When you scorn these people, you scorn Miguel, Hortensia, and Alfonso, and you embarrass me and yourself. As difficult as it is to accept, our lives are different now." The child kept crying. Her face was so dirty that her tears washed clean streaks down her cheeks. Esperanza suddenly felt ashamed, and the color rose into her face. But she still pushed the valise farther under the seat with her feet and turned her body away from Mama. Esperanza tried not to look back at the little girl, but she couldn't help it. She wished she could tell the little girl's mother that she had always given her old toys to the orphanage, but that this doll was special. Besides, the child would have soiled it with her hands. Mama reached in her bag and pulled out a ball of blanket yarn. "Esperanza, hold out your hands for me." She raised her eyebrows and nodded towards the girl. Esperanza knew exactly what Mama intended to do. They had done it many times before. Mama wrapped the yarn around Esperanza's outstretched hands about 50 times until they were almost covered. Then she slipped a string of yarn in the middle of the loops and tied it in a tight knot. Esperanza removed her hands. A few inches below the knot, Mama tied another snug knot around the yarn, forming a head. Then she cut the bottom loops and separated the strands into sections and braided each section into what looked like arms and legs. She held the yarn doll up, offering it to the little girl. She ran to Mama, smiling, took the doll, and ran back to her mother's side. The mother whispered into the girl's ear. Shyly, she said, "Gracias. Thank you." "De nada. You're welcome," said Mama. The woman and the children got off the train at the next stop. Esperanza watched the little girl stop in front of their window, wave to Mama, and smile again before she walked away. She made the yarn doll wave goodbye too. Esperanza was glad the girl got off the train and took that silly yarn doll with her. Otherwise, it would have reminded her of her own selfishness and Mama's disapproval for miles to come.